Hide and seek is a horror game. You run from a pursuer, hurriedly choose a hiding spot, and then wait, with only breath and heartbeat in your ears, for a pair of legs to pass your slim field of view. They stop. You stop breathing. They pass. You start breathing. And then they're back. You're caught. The game is over. It's a design that horror games have always favored. But we're most shocked by using that moment of being found. Little Nightmares captures something more nuanced, that creeping fright of waiting to be caught. If you were going to be dull about it, you'd describe Little Nightmares as a 2D stealth puzzle platformer, guiding a tiny rain-coated character called Six from left to right through the seesaw innards of the maw is a matter of avoiding instant death hazards and gentle puzzling about how to proceed. But it rarely feels as painfully mechanical as that. At about 5 hours long, Little Nightmares feels slightly too brief. The implied sense of scale suggests there were surely more maw to see than this brute six takes. But that's perhaps testament to how much fun Tarsier has with throwing ideas at us and leaving them aside once they're done. Little Nightmare's closest relatives are Playdead's exemplary Limbo and Insight, not just because of its faint glee at the idea of a child in mortal peril, but in how cleverly it braids together puzzle designs and storytelling. Every enemy, every room, every meat grinder you use to make a rope of sausages to swing from contributes to the story of the Maw and Six seeming breakout. It's quietly masterful, not least for the studio releasing its first original game and never more to see, and never more so than in the giant twisted figures of those trying to stop you proceeding. It must be said that where Playdead's blank stories encourages debates about metaphor and meaning, Little Nightmares' wordless style is a little harder to swallow than the story seems more straightforward. Getting to know why Six is the way she is, I'll say no more on that, feels as though it would have added to the experience rather than ruining any mystique. A nightmarish custodian who literally sniffs you out as its hideously long arms feel their way towards your hiding place. Twin butchers, fattened and deformed by God knows what. The ghoulishly beautiful woman in kabuki dress that haunts Six's dreams. Each owns a stretch of the rooms you need to pass through, and as you're forced to watch their grim businesses hiding, each teach you a little more about how bad a situation Six is in. All that's left to do is creep past, outsmart them using the room around you, or most horrifying of all, realize there's no fight, only flight, and be forced to and run past in the hope they can't catch you. Developer Tarsier doesn't shy away from showing them in their full grim glory. You know where your predators are and what they can potentially do to you at almost all times. You're more worried about them knowing where you are. I don't recall a single jump scare in the entirety of Little Nightmares runtime, but I yelled as a butcher wheezed and stopped to check under the greasy workbench I was hiding beneath, or as something chased me through a room neck deep with shoes. Six is trespassing on their property. The sense that they know the lay of the land in a way you don't is overwhelming. The maw itself is something like the world's worst dollhouse. The front walls wrenched away and its themed rooms built to absurd dimensions, made to reflect a small child's view of a giant adult world. It's lit like a haunted house, regularly forcing you to flick open Six's only possession, a tiny cigarette lighter. But it's more terrifying for not being abandoned. This place with the nursery is full of restlessly sleeping children, curiously packages transported by hook, and some truly disgusting visitors. Like hide and seek, Little Nightmares confidently captures the exhilarating fear of waiting to be found by something that's hunting you, But it also replicates the alien horror of being a child that doesn't understand what's happening to and around them, and of a seemingly familiar environment turned into a series of opportunities for safety and danger. Smart, grotesque, and never endingly weird, this is a very different, extremely welcome kind of horror game that left me wanting more than its brief 5 hours provided. That's it for this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.